What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Isaiah coming to you again from BucosLocker. Subscribe, like, comment, share on all the videos. Make sure you hit the notification bell icon to notify you all new videos that's posted on this channel. Also, follow the BucosLocker Facebook page and Twitter page. I put videos on there as well, live videos on there as well. We talking about the Bucs. We are here. We're basically a week away. 1 week away from getting this 2020 season started. You already know what it is. Super Bowl or bust. Suck it up. I know it's a little tough on y'all, but I gotta tell y'all that, man. You know, suck it up. Super Bowl or bust. I don't want to hear it. No excuses. We all in, right? So to me, all in means Super Bowl or bust. That's what all in means. All in. Everybody got to be on the same page. So I'm trying to promote to the Bucs fans. It's Super Bowl or bust. It's not about just getting to the playoffs. Not with this loaded squad, as everybody's been saying it. It's loaded. So we got to get to the Super Bowl or bust. You don't make all these moves just to get to the playoffs. And we'll see what happens. No, I want us to get to the Super Bowl. And how we're going to do that is having a great roster. Not a good roster. We need a great roster. And according to everybody, from the media to the Bucs fans, this team is loaded. Of course, with the revamping, the kicking game, the running game, and of course the right side of the O-line, which I've been screaming to y'all for the last 3 years. And the Bucs finally did that. Took them a while, but they got it right. But shouts out to all my bandits out there, man. I appreciate y'all supporting the channel. Keep supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it. But we are here, and we got our final 53, folks. And we finna talk this 53-man roster for a little bit. What up, everybody? We're all in, right? I want the fan base to be all in too, man. I don't want this fan base to be like disconnected. I need to know, is everybody in the Bucs community, in the Bucs fan base, all in 2020 for the Super Bowl? I need to hear it. If you all in, give me a thumbs up. And make sure you get the likes up. We got 20 folks in the chat room already. Make sure you match these likes. Get the likes up. Give me a thumbs up if you all in. Give me a thumbs up if you are all in Super Bowl or bust. Everybody got to be on the same page. Everybody got to be positive. Super Bowl or bust, because they need our energy. They need our energy. They need it. The team need it. Because we're not going to be in the stadium this year for the first couple games, so they need our energy. Super Bowl or bust. Give me a thumbs up. So let's talk this 53-man roster. So the Bucs, we had a couple surprises on the team that made the roster. I know that O-line, man. I know that O-line is a question, but but we good though. We straight. I like what the Bucs did this offseason. This is the best offseason the Bucs has ever had these last 5 years. The last 4 years, the offseason has been trash. This is the most hyped up offseason I've ever seen in the Bucs existence. We look good on paper, but let's get to this 53-man roster. Get the likes up. So the quarterbacks are Tom Brady, Blaine Gabbert, and Ryan Griffin. And then we signed Josh Rosen on the practice squad. We got Josh Rosen on the practice squad. So that's our quarterbacks. Running backs is Ronald Jones. Revamped running back situation. A revamped running back group, which was sorely needed. We didn't have a running game to help the quarterback out the last couple years, and we finally got the quarterback, and we got the running game to take the pressure off the quarterback, off of Tom Brady, so he don't have to do it all himself and throw the ball 40 times, 55 times a game. We got a solid running game now with Leonard Fournette, LaShawn McCoy, Keyshawn Vaughn, and Ronald Jones. The best running back group we had in years now. Receivers, we got 7 receivers. We got 7 receivers. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, John Hurst, Tyler Johnson, Jadon Mickens, Scotty Miller and Justin Watson. 4 tight ends, Anthony Unclair, Cameron Brate, Rob Gronkowski, O.J. Howard. 9 offensive linemen, Kappa, Joe Haig, Ryan Jansen, Alec Marpet, John Mickle, Donovan Smith, Aaron Stinney, Josh Wells, Tristan Wirfs, first round pick. Defensive linemen, Khalil Davis, Ricky, William Golson, Raheem Nunez Rochos, we call him Nacho. Patrick O'Connor, Dominican Sue, Villa. 5 outside linebackers, Shaq Barrett, Quentin Bell, Cam Gill, Ricky, Anthony Nelson, Jason Pierre-Paul. 4 linebackers, Jack Sitchie, Lavonte David, Kevin Minner, Devin White. Cornerbacks, 5 cornerbacks, Carlton Davis, Jamel Dean, Parnell Motley, rookie, undrafted free agent, Sean Murphy-Bunting, Ryan Smith. 4 safeties, Andrew Adams, Mike Edwards, Jordan Whitehead, Antoine Winfield Jr., rookie. 3 specialists, Bradley Pinion, Ryan Suckup, Zach Trinard, long snapper. That's our 53-man roster, folks. 53-man. What do y'all think about the roster? Tell me what y'all think about the roster. How does it look? How does it look? I think it's a Super Bowl roster. I mean, defense loaded. You know what I'm saying? The defense is loaded. The defense is loaded. Front 7 specifically. I do have some concerns, though. I mean, every team has concerns going into the season. Every team has concerns. And I have a slight concern on some areas, but I think as long as we can stay healthy, I think this team will be Super Bowl driven and Super Bowl, that's the direction. But y'all already know about the quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know about Tom Brady. We changed quarterbacks. Y'all, everybody know we went from Jameis Winston, 3rd string quarterback of the New Orleans Saints now, to Tom Brady, one of the GOATs. So that's an upgrade. You know what I'm saying? That's an upgrade as far as the near future. Long term is not the upgrade, but short term it is the upgrade. So we should be good at that. The interceptions will be down dramatically. It will not be 30 interceptions this year, folks. So can't point the finger at Tom Brady. I would expect him to throw less than he will not throw more than 10 to 12 interceptions at the most, and that's reaching. I think it'll be under 10. I think the interceptions will be under 10 to me. I think it'll be like a 29-8 type season, about 42 to 4,400 yards. He just don't have to turn the ball over. He just don't have to. There's not a lot of pressure on Tom Brady. It will be a no risk it, no biscuit light. It will not be the same. Tom Brady will not run the same offense that was ran last year. He will not be playing with the same team that was last year. As you can see, that the team that we had last year is a little bit, actually a little different than we had last year. Of course, the running backs, kicker, right side of the O-line, the O-line depth. We kept the front 7 together, kept the secondary together, but most of the changes were on offense. Tight end with Rob Gronkowski, Joe Haig, on the O-line side of it, Tristan Wirfs. We revamped the running game. So the team is a little different. The team is different on offense. So it's not the same offense. So let's get the no risky, no biscuit out of our head. It will not be no risky, no biscuit. It will be no risky, no biscuit light, quote unquote Brady. So let's talk about this. The rest of the squad. So we got our running backs. The one area that was major, that needed a major overhaul, and a major overhaul was implemented by Bruce Arians. He sold y'all a dream last year about the running backs, and it was a lie. This running back group is a lot better than it was before. With the Leonard Fournette and LaShawn McCoy, if he don't fumble the ball, he'll be a great 3rd down addition. We got rid of Peyton Barber and Umawale, 2 negatives. Umawale might be on the practice squad, but the running back situation was sorely needed for an upgrade. It did not really help the quarterback out. I don't care. Though all those yards that were going on, those were empty yards. 15th in carries, but the rushing yards per attempt was not good enough. It put a lot of pressure on the passing game. Peyton Barber was not effective enough. Ronald Jones was effective towards the end of the season. Umawale was a negative on third downs. So we got rid of him and got LaShawn McCoy. And we replaced Peyton Barber with Leonard Fournette. Two upgrades for two running backs that really didn't scare nobody. Ronald Jones, up and down season. He finally caught on at the end of the season and started playing very well. But it wasn't good enough to keep Leonard Fournette and LaShawn McCoy from coming on the team. Bruce Arians said he's the guy. I don't believe that. I think Leonard Fournette is the guy. Oh, so Umawale is with the Raiders now. I told you. Umawale was not the guy. He was never... going from Umawale to LaShawn McCoy is an upgrade. I hate to say that, folks. The Bucs upgraded the running game. It was severely needed. The running game was severely needed of upgrade. It did not help the quarterback out in the previous years. It did not do anything. 3.59 yards per carry. 23rd or 24th in the NFL. That's not good enough. No defense feared our running game. It is what it is. But now there's no excuses now. We got a top 10 former running back named Leonard Fournette coming in to take over. Ronald Jones is on a short leash. Bruce Arians telling y'all he the guy. He's still the guy. He a 3-down back. No, he's not a 3-down back. Everybody knows that. We got 3 years of tape of Ronald Jones. He's not a 3-down back. Okay? He still struggles on pass protection and catching the ball. That's why Leonard Fournette is here. And LaShawn McCoy is here. That's why they drafted Keyshawn Vaughn. And I have a concern about Keyshawn Vaughn. We passed up on some good running backs to draft Keyshawn Vaughn. And from what I've been hearing and reading on, Keyshawn Vaughn hasn't done a good job in training camp. Has not impressed. They talking about putting Keyshawn Vaughn kick return. So wait a minute. We got a 3rd round pick as a running back. Kick return? Yikes. We passed up Anthony McFarland, KJ Dobbs. But that's a whole nother story. But Keyshawn Vaughn will contribute. He got to contribute on kick return. He got good straight line speed. So we're going to see what Keyshawn Vaughn can do. 3rd round pick, man. A lot of good backs in the 3rd round we passed up on. And then, history shows you can get running backs in the 3rd, 4th round that can produce. And there's going to be a lot of rookie running backs this year produce way more than Keyshawn Vaughn, which makes me scratch my head about that pick. I told you I wasn't sold on that pick. I like Anthony McFarland. KJ Dobbs better. DeAndre Swift. Jonathan Taylor. Not Corey Dillon, but Dillon. There's better running backs available. But they saw something in Keyshawn Vaughn. I didn't see it, but oh well. We're going to see what Keyshawn Vaughn do, man. But if he don't do anything, another Jason Light bust. Y'all know how I feel about Jason Light draft picks. It doesn't do good for me. Cam Akers was another good one. Yep. But we're going to see, man. Kick return, rookie kick returner, man, which is underwhelming for me. A rookie kick returner, 3rd round pick. You don't use 3rd round picks for kick returners. Anyway, let's talk about the receivers. We're loaded there. You already know about our starters, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. We will be running out of the 12 formation. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 running back. That will be probably like 70% of the lineup. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin are going to put up some numbers. It won't be huge numbers, but they're going to put up good numbers. I think both will reach over 1,000 yards, like a little over 1,000 yards. It won't be no 1,400 yards or no 1,500, but it'll be like between 1,000 and maybe 1,200 a piece. Expect the numbers to slip a little bit because Brady likes to dink and dunk a little bit. Death by 1,000 cuts. The intended air yards will be a lot less than last year. I think last year the intended air yards was like 6,200 yards of intended air yards. And if you don't know what air yard means, that means how far the ball travels in the air. 6,200 air yards. I think it'll be more like maybe 4,900, between 45 to 5,000 air yards. Because Brady's too smart. Brady's not going to risk it to make a big time throw. He's going to probably check it down a lot more than Winston. He will check it down a lot more. He will not make a lot of throws that Winston made. He will be a lot smarter with the ball. So I'm expecting Brady that air yards will be a lot less than Winston's. Brady will check the ball down a lot more. So the running backs will get a lot of catches. LaShawn McCoy, Leonard Fournette, and Ronald Jones had a couple catches here and there too. But Tyler Johnson, the rookie, he was hurt this offseason. He was a little nicked up, soft tissue injuries. Mickens and Hurst surprisingly made the roster. They were actually doing really good. I was paying attention. They were doing really good on the roster, and they can contribute on special teams as well. So they added value. So not only they can play receiver, they can also play kick return, not kick return, but kick coverage, punt and kick coverage. Scotty Miller has made the jump. According to the tape, Scotty Miller has made the jump that everybody kind of like surprised everybody. So I'm expecting some big. Him and Tom Brady's going. I think Scotty Miller's going to be that guy. Watch out for Scotty Miller, man. Watch out for Scotty Miller. I think Scotty Miller is going to be. He's going to be that guy for real. Like Scotty Miller. Scotty Miller is going to be. Yikes. I'm sorry, guys. I had to kind of shoot that real quick. Scotty Miller is going to be the guy. Don't sleep on Scotty Miller. I think his numbers is going to jump up. Tom Brady's going to like Scotty Miller a lot. Scotty Miller is Tom Brady type receiver. Tom Brady is Scotty Miller is a Tom Brady type receiver. Short area quickness, change of direction. He can do some damage in his offense. So I'm expecting Scotty Miller to get between 500 and 700 yards catching this season. He's going to be great. He's going to be great on third downs. He's going to be hard to guard. But Chris Godwin is a slot. But I think Scotty Miller would do his damage. So Justin Watson, he's been doing good too. He slimmed up, got faster. So the receivers have improved as far as our backup. So if Chris Godwin and Mike Evans was to get hurt or nicked up, I'm confident in our receivers behind them to do some damage. Tyler Johnson, he's been hurt, but he has talent. You know, he's not the fastest guy. He's not the quickest guy, but he's a very sure-handed guy. So I'm expecting some good things with Tyler Johnson down the road. So I like our receiving core. I think the receiving core and the next group, the tight end core, is our two strongest areas on the team offensively. The tight ends, Unclair, Cameron Brate, Rob Gronkowski, O.J. Howard. Question marks on O.J. Howard. Is he going to produce? They say he's looking good in camp, but he always looked good in camp. You know, we want to see O.J. Howard translate that talent on the field. He was the 17th pick in the draft a couple years ago. We could have picked up Dalvin Cook, but we didn't. We chose O.J. Howard, and the dividends hasn't paid off yet. He's regressed. So this season is a big season for him. He should put up some good numbers because Tom Brady likes the tight ends. Of course, you know about the chemistry with Rob Gronkowski. Cameron Brate is the lost man out of the group. He's a steady, consistent receiver. He's a great red zone target. So expect Tom Brady to be looking for Cameron Brate in the red zone. Expect some touchdowns from Cameron Brate and O.J. Howard and Rob Gronkowski in the red zone. Rob Gronkowski does not have to exert a lot of energy this season. We have two tight ends that could also take the load off of him. We could save Rob Gronkowski for the late playoff push, because I'm expecting this team to make the playoffs. So, I think our tight end situation will be fine. Anthony Unclair, great blocking tight end. These tight ends, well, Rob Gronkowski should improve the running game with his run blocking, and he should also help out Tristan Wirfs, because Tristan Wirfs is going to need it. We are facing some fierce front sevens. The first 8 games, if you look at the schedule, there's some really tough front sevens that we're going to face. So stay tuned for that video. So I like our tight end situation. We're looking pretty good as far as tight ends. Next is the O-line. AJ Shipley got cut. He might get brought back on, but he got cut. AJ Shipley got cut. Um, Next up is the O-line. I have question marks on O-line, but I think the O-line should be okay. On the left side, y'all know Donovan Smith, always in question for me. This is a big year for Donovan Smith. He has no guaranteed money next year, so we can move on from him and put Tristan Wirfs in his true spot, which is left tackle. He's more athletic than Donovan Smith, got better fit, got better feet. He's more athletic, so I'm expecting Tristan Wirfs to make that jump next year, but that's next year. Donovan Smith gonna have to step up, man, because I seen a lot of plays last year that he just does not look good, man, for the 5 years that he's been here. Jansen and Ali Marpet will be sturdy as they come. Not too much worried about them. Alex Kappa is another spot that I'm worried about, but hopefully he step up a little bit, makes that jump. And of course, Tristan Wirfs, the rookie, he's gonna go have his growing pains. He's gonna give up some sacks, folks. So Tom Brady will get hit. I don't care how fast he get rid of the ball, but he will get hit. He will get sacked. But if our depth with Joe Haig and Josh Wells, it should be okay. We should be okay behind, if somebody get hurt, we got some versatility with Joe Haig and Scott Wells. And AJ Shipley got bought back, so that's pretty cool. That helps the team out. John, I forgot, I can't pronounce his last name, but Malich McCollin. I haven't seen too much about him, but Aaron Stinney, I seen a little tape on him. He's okay. But overall, the O-line got to step up. Specifically left tackle, right guard, and of course, the right tackle, he's going to go through his growing pains. So take it easy on Tristan Wirfs. I'm not going to really jump on him like that. Tristan's a rookie. Defensive lineman. Let's get to the defense. That's right, 7 days left. Let's get to the defense. Outside of Ndamukong Suh and Vita, there's been a lot of talk about Nacho showing up, put on some weight. Nacho's over 300 pounds now. Khalil Davis has actually showed out. He's a rookie. Khalil Davis has showed out during training camp, so he made the team as a rookie. That's good. William Golston, steady as he comes. He's not going to give us a lot of sacks. Don't expect a lot of sacks from the D-line. The sacks will come from blitzing and outside linebackers, and I'll get to them in a second. But his D-line will stop the run. Michael Divinity didn't make the team. That sucks. I liked him too. LSU, I watched him. This D-line should stop the run. I know we had the number one run defense in the NFL because of the front seven. But there's a little trick behind that. I mean, teams would rather throw the ball on us versus run. So those numbers can be a little skewed. A lot of teams threw the ball on us quite a bit. So it's a reason why we had the number one run defense. I mean, yeah, they did their thing. They stopped the running. Yeah, teams, sorry about that. Teams throwing the ball on us. So the D-line should be sturdy. And Vita is going to step up. He's going to make that Pro Bowl this year. Hopefully he makes the Pro Bowl. I think he will. Ndamukong Suh, he on his last leg, 1 year deal. Like I said, we got to get some sacks from that middle. Got to get some more push, because I've seen a lot of plays last year that the pass rush from the D line has not been great. With Villa, he's our only pass rushing D line. Nacho, he's okay. Khalil Davis, we got to see him in action. Patrick O'Connor, he impressed in training camp, but we got to see him against starting O linemen. So in all, if there's any injury on the D line, we're gonna have some trouble, because we're not deep on the D line. This is a 3-4 defense, and we're not deep on the D line. We're not deep. So as long as we stay healthy, we'll be okay as far as stopping the run. Pass rushing between the D linemen, not impressed. I'm expecting Villa to kind of make that jump to get to maybe 5 to 8 sacks this year, not 2.5. Warren Sapp talked about it. He said, if you look around the league, you got push in the middle. You got D linemen 5 techniques and 0 techniques getting sacks. So Vita and Dominic and Sue got to get more than 2.5 sacks apiece. You know what I'm saying? They got to get to the quarterback. And that'll help the D lineman out really good. Outside linebackers, Shaq, Barrett, Jason Pierre-Paul is the starters. Expect a lot of sacks out of them. Now behind them, there's concern about the depth. For me, Anthony Nelson got to stay healthy. Basically, last year was his red shirt year. But Anthony Nelson should be okay. That's why we got rid of. That's why we let Carl Nassib walk, because of Anthony Nelson. Quentin Bell and Cam Gill did some things in training camp that impressed Todd Bowles and company. So looking forward to that. I want to see those young guys step up. But once again, if we got any injuries, if we have any injuries with Shaq Barrett and JPP, we're gonna be in some trouble. As long as those guys stay healthy, we're gonna be just fine getting to the quarterback. But if those guys if Shaq Barrett and JPP get hurt, we're gonna be in trouble. Remember, folks, we're top heavy, starter heavy. We're very starter heavy. Our depth has questions, and I'm breaking it down for y'all. We have questions about our depth because those guys are unproven. Out inside linebacker, we got Lavonte and Devin White, 2 Pro Bowlers. I think Devin White will make the Pro Bowl this year. Stitchie and Kevin Minner are steady backups, steady as they come. Jack Stitchie got talent. I seen him in Wisconsin. If he can stay healthy, he's a good player. I like him. I like Jack. Kevin Minner is a veteran. He can come in and play very well when the time is when it's called upon. So we're solid there. So if Devin White or Lavonte get hurt, I think we're solid at linebacker. Cornerbacks. This is the biggest question mark on defense. One of the worst cornerback groups in the NFL for the last 9 years. Actually, the worst. The most yards allowed, the most yards per game, the worst completion percentage. Quarterbacks completing like 70% passes against the secondary. And this is history behind this, folks. But this season, the secondary is looking a lot better. Young, good talent. It was battle tested last year. Daniel Jones shredded them. Russell Wilson shredded them. David Block shredded him. Jacoby Brissett shredded him. Jared Goff shredded him. Who else? Drew Brees shredded. Well, not Drew Brees. Teddy Bridgewater shredded him. So they took their lumps last year. They took their lumps and they improved the last 6-7 games last year. Now, granted, it wasn't against top tier quarterbacks, outside of Deshaun Watson and Matt Ryan, but the secondary improved. But we want to see that for 16 games. I don't want to see that for the last 7 games this year. I want to see that for a full 16 games. Now, our secondary depth is pretty good. Now, Parnell Motley, this dude, I saw him in Oklahoma, and this dude at Oklahoma was actually good. I'm surprised he went undrafted. I don't know why he went undrafted. The dude was talented. He was showing out in practice against Tom Brady, getting interceptions and everything. So I know what Parnell Motley brings to the table. He's actually good. Sean Murphy-Bunting going to do his thing. I like him. Jamel Dean, but my question mark is Carlton Davis. 1 interception. He gets his hands on a lot of balls, but he doesn't intercept balls. So that's the improvement what I want to see with Carlton Davis. I want to see him get some interceptions, like 3 or 4 of them this year. Jamel Dean going to do his thing. Murphy-Bunting going to do his thing. Ryan Smith is a great special teams guy. He's a gunner. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Smith does his thing on special teams. But Murphy-Bunting is versatile. He can go inside and outside. So if there's any injury in the secondary, we got some versatility there. Even in safeties, which I'm about to talk in a second. Talk about in a second. But Parnell Motley shined really good. Don't be surprised that dude cracked the starting lineup, man. I don't know, man. That dude got skill, man. Safeties, we got depth there. We got versatility and depth at safety, so we good there. With Andrew Adams, Mike Edwards, Jordan Whitehead, and Antoine Winfield, the 2nd-round pick. He didn't beat out Mike Edwards as far as being a starter, but Antoine Whitfield will see a lot of snaps. He will see a lot of snaps. Jordan Whitehead, it's time for him to step up. He dropped some interceptions last year. You know, Mike Edwards, he got versatility. He can line up in the slot. He can play strong. He can play free safety as well. Andrew Adams, I like him. He had a couple picks last year. So we got depth there. These guys can play the slot too. So that's the good thing about our safeties. They're not just, free and strong safeties. These guys have depth and they can line up in the slot as well. So we got depth. We go 9 deep in our secondary. 9 deep. 9 deep, folks. That is depth. We got depth in the secondary. They're young and they're talented. They just got to put it on tape. They got to show it on the field. And I want to see those guys cohesion get together. High cohesion. High cohesion. Todd Bowles has a very aggressive defense. He will be blitzing those linebackers. So it's going to be one-on-one with the secondary. Jordan Whitehead going to have to guard some tight ends. You know what I'm saying? He's going to have to guard some tight ends. Year 2 in Todd Bowles' defense, we should see a jump, especially in the secondary. And then specialists, Bradley Pinion, you got to do a better job punting the ball. We have one of the worst special teams in the entire NFL. Always have, always been that way for some strange reason. Ryan Suckup replaced Matt Gay, who missed 13 kicks last year. I'm glad that situation is not going to show its face. We got a fresh new leg. Ryan Suckup has actually been productive when he's healthy. And all the excuses about the Tampa Stadium, the south end zone is tricky and all that. Ryan Suckup should squash all that. But our special teams, man, it's gotta make a difference in some of these games. Field goal kicking, extra points, punting, situational punting, directional punting, kickoff return, punt return, one of the worst in the NFL. We don't get any traction in those areas. And to be a complete team, we got to have something from the special teams. We got to have something. We can't be giving up block punts to Taysom Hill. Can't be giving up block punts like we did in the San Francisco 49er game. Can't give up missed field goals, block field goals. They gotta produce. It's 3 phases, folks. Offense, defense, special teams. So Keith Armstrong will have to step up and coach this special teams unit. We got to get some contribution from the kick return and the punt return. Somebody got to get, 8-9 yards per return on the punt return. The kick return, get us some good field position. Bradley Pinion got to punt the ball better, man. His net punting was horrible. Remember, folks, the Bucs have had the worst special teams in the NFL. And it's been like that for the last 9-10 years. That unit has been a negative, no matter who been the coach. But anyway, I just gave y'all the whole breakdown. And all in all, the 53-man roster, man, we're looking good. Loaded team, man. We're top heavy, folks. I'm going to say this again. We're top heavy. Injuries will hurt this team. That's the only way we will get stopped. Injuries. It will hurt any team, but especially this team. But as long as we stay healthy, we're very good at linebacker. We're very good at tight end. We're very good at receiver and at quarterback. Question marks about the running back. Question marks about the O-line, the D-line, as far as depth-wise. That young secondary got to step up. So I'm curious to see those areas going into the season. But I like the roster, how it's set up for the run. Short term this year and next year, we got some question marks next year because the salary cap is going to kill this team. We got to sign some people, but we're top heavy, like I said. As long as we don't get hurt, I think we will not run the table, but we're going to make some damage. And this roster, if you don't beat us at the beginning of the season, you're going to have a very hard time beating this team the last 8 games. I'm telling y'all, the last 8 games, we're going to be a problem. First 8 games, we're trying to get our footing together. The last 8 games, I'm telling you, don't be surprised we go 6-2 last 8 games. Stay tuned for that schedule breakdown. But anyway, But injuries will derail this team. Injuries at quarterback. Tom Brady get hurt. We're looking at a 7-9 season, 8-8 season, 6-10 season if Tom Brady get hurt. If the running backs get hurt, we can still win a lot of games. Receivers get hurt, we can still win a lot of games. O-line get hurt, we can still win some games. D-line get hurt, the pass rush get hurt. If Jason Pierre-Paul and Shaq Barrett get hurt, that pass rush will suffer severely. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just giving y'all the raw truth. I'm giving y'all objectivity. I'm hyped up too, just like everybody else, but I got to keep it real with y'all. Shaq Barrett and JPP are very important. They got to stay healthy. Okay? Lavonte Devin White got to stay healthy. Our secondary can sustain with injuries. They can sustain that. Okay? Across the board. We can hold off with the secondary injuries. And we can hold off with tight end injuries. But at quarterback, linebacker, and pass rush, man, those are very important. But anyway, tell me what y'all think about our secondary. Not secondary. Tell me what y'all think about the roster. Is it good enough to get to the Super Bowl? Leave it in the comment section. I'm about to wrap this video up because it's getting dark and I got to get home. I'm hungry too. So with that being said, shouts out to all the bandits out there. Shouts out to everybody in the Bucs community. I like the way this team is looking for this season. This 1-year run. Super Bowl or bust. With that being said, subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share all the videos. If you want to donate to the channel, please feel free to donate. The donation links are in the description box. So, fire those cannons, seize the day, raise the flag, no risk it, no biscuit light, Super Bowl or bust. BucosLocker out. Peace.